Welcome back. We're going to talk about the center stack of controls on the NX Hybrid. We're going to work our way down to the armrest and work our way back up to the navigation. Armrest. This one has the Q charging platform, which is pretty cool, where if you were to have a cell phone, you'd buy the accessory that your phone would fit on, and just by resting your phone in on this little tray, it would then charge it. Folds up so you have additional storage underneath, as well as having your auxiliary and 2 USB ports for music or charging on your cell phone, an additional charging port right here for another car charger, or like car phone charger, or any of the other chargers that we use with the round plug. This is a mirror that comes out, so if you were to have an eyelash in your eye, you're able to use a hand mirror versus the limited direction from the sunshade. Underneath here is going to have a place for sunglasses. This becomes your palm rest for the new navigation touchpad. The touchpad resembles a laptop or an iPod or anything that we see now in tablets. It's more about sensitivity rather than pushing on a knob of some sort like our previous generation vehicles. It's a very nice, new, innovative way to control the screen above. We have Home, which is a new button that we're starting to see, Menu, and the back button. We're going to click on Home, and then when we look at Home, we have 3 different pieces of information that you see right now, but it's fully customizable. Currently in the right-hand side of the screen it says Audio Off. On the opposite side it has a compass, and below there is the hybrid charging. I'm going to go up to this upper corner, and I'm going to change the screen to navigation. Again, I'm going to show you, I'm going to go up to this upper right hand corner, this kind of red dot then expands into this little shape up here. When pressed, you can then select any of these little subcategories if you wanted to have displayed on the home screen. For this situation, I'm going to go to Climate, and I'm going to put it in where the engine charging is. Now I have the climate control. Now you might say to me, hey, we have climate right down here. That's not very good use of space. You're right on the money. I'm going to go right back up here, change it out, and actually put in weather. Now you'll see on the main home screen, Audio Off, Climate, and the map, which is by far the 3 easiest screens to look at. If I want to go into one of the screens, I'll take this little red kind of orange dot that you see on the screen, and I can hit straight down, and it'll then open up that one menu. Now we have a full map view. Back to home, by pressing on the home button down here, I'm going to select weather, and you'll see right up here a little orange red dot. I'm going to click down on the Lexus word, and now that gets me into well, the current. So right now it feels like 14 degrees out. I can go to the 6 to 12 hour tab, and it'll tell me what's going on in hours and 3 days view. Check out, see if I can't get to the weather map. And there's our weather map. And the neat thing about it is Lexus is paired up or teamed up with the Weather Channel, and that's found in the lower right hand corner. So now you know that the information coming across is exactly like that of the Weather Channel. You'll see that we have some snow coming in above a little bit towards Waukesha, down by lower parts of Madison, and up by, I'd say, the Dells, Wisconsin Dells area. And that is a mix of snow and water, rain. And you'll notice that right down here, actually this would be a mixture here. This one right here being light blue would be light snow, and then this thicker dark blue color would be quite a bit of snow. Again, home takes me up to this try look. It's kind of cool. Then back up to audio. As we're moving our way forward, you have a hold button, and this hold button is quite nice, especially if you happen to have traffic or a lot of stoplights on a very steep hill. You don't have to keep your foot on the brake. You can hit the button hold, and the vehicle will hold off of that button. You have parking, like an park brake, which is pretty nice right here. And then you press forward to take it off. EV mode is going to be electronic vehicle mode only, running just off the batteries. Traction controls if you were to be on any ice and you can't get the vehicle from a stop to a go and your wheels just spin, you'll want to take track off. When you take track off, you'll see that it says it right in the information display, traction control turned off. Then you could rock your vehicle from reverse to drive, reverse to drive. When one wheel gets onto that drive pavement, then you'll want to turn back on traction control. So when I hit that button, you do not see that off, traction control off anymore on the main screen. It's off. But really, by not seeing that little message, your traction control is on and working. So if I click traction control off again, you'll see the warning message that it is turned off. When you press the button again, you'll no longer see the message that it's been turned off. The neat thing about Lexus, they've engineered this vehicle to have 3 different modes. And I have that as well in my vehicle, which is a hybrid. And I've been learning what Eco does. When I'm on Eco mode, it is by far the best mode to use around the city. It creates a baby down engine, it reduces the heating and air conditioning, and it gives your vehicle a very conservative start from a stop. So you're not using as much gas. If I press normal, that's a great mode to use anywhere, down the highway, on one-lane roads, any kind of driving. Your heating and air conditioning goes back to normal. If you use sport mode, you're going to see that the Eco meter changed to a tachometer. And you have more of like a red haze and it says sport. What that does is when I use my sport on my hybrid, I'm driving down a one-lane road, and if I want to pass a semi and I want to pass a slower vehicle, sport mode enhances the amount of acceleration to get you around that slower object. You have a gated shifter. Drive will show up in this little light here, as well as drive up on the main dash. And you also have sport mode or selected gear. So up here you have S4. That's keeping it in a simulated gear of number 4. If I wanted to go down, I can pretty much take this lever here and press down, and that's going to get me down to S1. So if I wanted to create more of a performance drive, I could go through the 6 different gears by going up and down by using my handheld shifter. It's also designed for towing purposes so that you're not gear hunting when you have a load behind you. We do have a single disc CD player. You have the volume knob, and the overall power, eject, radio, media, and preset stations, as well as pausing the radio. Not necessarily pausing it where you're going to be recording it, but just muting it. And then over here you have the turn and scroll dial for setting the radio station, as well as a little hidden door underneath here. This hidden door is never to be accessed by a customer. It's saying that this is, notice the navigation will not operate without the micro SD card. Please do not remove. And that's really meant to keep your vehicle tight. So we're not having to take apart your dash to get to that little card. We kept it easy and manageable for our guys and gals to update it when need be.